Welcome everybody to the Strat-O-Matic Network. We've got a ball game here. From the 1962 replay. It's April 13, second game of the date, and it will be the Washington Senators at the Cleveland Indians, first of a two-game series. Washington comes into this 1-0, one game behind. Cleveland 0-2, 2.5 games behind first place. Early on here, pitching for Washington will be Pete Burnside. He is a left-hander. Burnside died in 2022 at the age of 92. And pitching for the Cleveland Tribe is Barry Latman. He was born in Los Angeles, California. He died in 2019 at the age of 82. He was Jewish. He would not pitch on the Jewish high holy days. And I'll have the lineups in just a minute. Rhodes Scholar, great to see you as always. Great to see you. I haven't seen you in a long, long time. I hope all is well with you. For the Washington Senators, leading off in center field, Jim Pearsall. Batting second at third base, Danny O'Connell. Batting third and right, the veteran Gene Woodling. Batting fourth and playing first base, Dale Long. Batting fifth, in left field, Jim King. Batting sixth at shortstop, Bob Johnson. Batting seventh at second base, Chuck Cottier. Batting eighth and catching, Bob Schmidt. And pitching with no record on the year, Pete Burnside. His first start of the season, left-hander, Burnside. For the Cleveland Indians, leading off in center, Ty Klein. Batting second at first base, Tito Francona. Batting third in left, Chuck Asegian. The cleanup hitter catching, John Romano. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Woody Held. Batting sixth in right field, Willie Kirkland. Batting seventh at third, Bubba Phillips. Batting eighth at second base, Jerry Kindle. And the pitcher, right-hander, Barry Latman. Also his first start and his first appearance of the season. And the first pitch will be in about 2 minutes. Kathy Harden is here. Yes, that's Rhodes Scholar. We are in Cleveland Municipal for this ball game. Attendance is fairly good for Cleveland, 17,543. And Cleveland takes the field. It's Barry Latman on the mound. And leading it off, Jimmy Pearsall for the Senators. Okay, Latman is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Pearsall. That is a 3-5 right-handed walk, Tim. So Pearsall is on to start it off. All right. Pearsall 1-15, 1-17, being held 1-15. Danny O'Connell, the batter. Pearsall does not get a lead. So O'Connell at the plate with Pearsall being held. O'Connell and A. Bunter. 3-day weekend indeed. Infield is back for the bunt. It's hit back to Latman, the pitcher. B, and Latman fields it, and his play is to first, and Pearsall advances to second on the sacrifice bunt by O'Connell. In scoring position now, and here's the veteran Gene Woodling, I believe of Yankee fame. Woodling died in 2001 at age 78. And this was his final season. So Woodling steps in the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Latman. 2-6, right-handed, walked him. First and second one out. Still had a good average, 280, in his final season. We hear he's going to retire after this year. First and second with one out. Dale Long, the batter. Long left-handed hitter against the right-hander Latman. Long died in 1991. His last season was 1963. His first was in 1951. A native of Springfield, Missouri. Here's Latman now. The pitch to Long. 4-12. Left-handed, single 1-5, line to second, and it's caught by Kindle, 2 outs. And now Latman will try to get out of this in a clutch situation for Jim King. Jim King steps in the batter's box. King died in 2015, born in 1932. He was 82 at the time of his death. His first year was 1955. He played through 67. Long career for King. I bet he does, Rhodes Scholar. Here's Latman now. 2 outs, clutch situation. The pitch to King. 110, right-handed, grounds it to second for Kindle. And he throws it to Francona at first, and the side is retired. No runs for the Senators. No hits, 2 walks, 2 left. Middle of the first, Washington nothing, Cleveland coming up. I bet he did. We move to the bottom of the first. Pete Burnside is the pitcher. He is a left-hander, and leading it off is a left-hander, Ty Klein. Klein has a very weak card against left-handers, only faced them 9% of the time. Early going, I guess they did not know. Or we're going to give him a try. Really? Oh, that's nice, Rhodes Scholar. Here's Burnside, the pitch to Klein. 6-8, left-handed, grounds it to second X, our first X today. That is Cottier 219. I know you like to do all sorts of wild things in your replays. That's a 16-2. He gets to it, G1, E19. 6-8-10, and he throws him out. Klein is retired, 1 away. And now Tito Francona, another left-handed hitter, facing Burnside, the southpaw. Wow, that sounds like fun. Maybe you could resurrect some people from death and bring them in. You know, bring Ruth in. Here's the pitch to Francona. 5-8, left-handed, double 1, fly ball center. Pearsall chases for it and makes the catch. 2 away. And the batter is Chuck Asegian. Big hand for Asegian. Okay, Burnside gets the sign from Schmidt, the wind-up, and the pitch. That's 1-6, and that is a double 1-4, and it's a fly to right, chasing for it, Woodling, the veteran, catches up with it and makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Burnside. That was a 1-6 left-handed, double 1-4, 5 on the 20 die. So we've gone an inning here. A scoreless ball game. Barry Latman comes out. He walked 2 and left them on in the first. Bob Johnson is the batter. Here's Latman. And the pitch to Johnson. That's 2-9, right-handed, grounded to short, fielded by Held, and he throws it to Francona at first, 1 away. The batter is Chuck Cottier. Chuck Cottier. Cottier is still alive. He's 88 years old. Okay, here's Latman now. He gets the sign from Romano. The wind-up, the pitch to Cottier. That's 6-9, right-handed. It's a hit well into the gap. It's dropping. And it's going to be a double for Cottier. I saw that when I looked him up, Rhodes Scholar. A 1-out double by Chuck Cottier off Latman. First hit in this ball game. And Bob Schmidt is the batter. The pitch from Latman. 1-7, right-handed, single 1-6. Line to third and caught by Bubba Phillips. 2 away. And here comes Pete Burnside, the pitcher. He is a 1 WR. It's a clutch situation, even though the clutch factor does not come in using the pitcher's hitting card. Here's Latman now, trying to get out of this. 5-6, right-handed, fly ball center for Klein. Klein makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, the double by Cottier. He was left on. Middle of the second, it's still scoreless. Burnside on the mound. Mariners, wow. That's cool. Here's Romano now. John Romano, he's got power. 25 home runs, 459 at-bats. Here's Burnside now. He retired the side in order in the first. The pitch to Romano. That's 2-5, left-handed, grounds it to short. Johnson has it, throws it too long. 1 out. Now Woody Held. Here's the pitch from Burnside. 5-11, right-handed. That's a ballpark blast. And Held has end power. It's a 2. in Cleveland. Whoa, and it's gone. Woody Held has just hit a home run on a 5-11 right-handed ballpark blast. 2 on the 20 die. It was. Held has surprising power. He hit 19 home runs. Wow, in 466 at bats. I think that's his first for the season. We will check. And Cleveland comes out on a 1-0 lead. And it's 1-0 Cleveland. Absolutely, JC. And I'm playing this game in a leisurely fashion. I want to savor it because I have things to do this afternoon. I'm visiting with family, and I want to keep myself busy this morning and then take a rest and get ready to go see my family. For Woody Held, that is his first home run of the season. And again, he had 19, so we're surely going to see more from Woody Held. Okay, 1-0 Tribe. And Willie Kirkland steps up to the batter's box. Lefty, lefty, here's Burnside. 3-8, left-handed, lines it to first, caught by Long. 2 outs for Bubba Phillips. Thank you, Rhodes Scholar. Thank you, JC. JC and RS and KH with us here. 1-0 Cleveland on the home run by Held. 2 outs, no one on. Bubba Phillips at the plate. Here's Burnside now. The wind-up and the pitch to Bubba. 6-8. Right-handed, grounds to second, our second X. Cottier, 2-19. 2-19, 1-2, goes through, base hit, S1. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's going to be a 2-out single for Bubba Phillips. So Phillips is on. 1-16, not being held. With a 2 for the lead. Bubba trying to get a good lead. No, he does not. Not being held, though. Here's Kindle. Phillips on first, 2 down. The pitch from Burnside. 3-7, left-handed, pops it up to short for Johnson. And the side is retired. There was 1 run here in the bottom of the second. On 2 hits, a solo home run with 1 out, then the base hit by Bubba. And Bubba was left on base. We'll take a little break, 2 minutes, and then we will go back to this ball game. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Oh, that's good coffee, Captain. Very good coffee. Back here in Studio B, top of the third now, and Barry Latman takes the mound. The batter will be Jimmy Pearsall. He walked and was left on in the first inning. Latman into his windup. The pitch to Pearsall. That's 310, right-handed, ballpark slash. That's a 6, right-handed. Whoa, it just goes through. Past the reach of Woody Held. And Pearsall is on. 1-17. Being held 1-15. He's a 2-6, 11 and 12, trying to get the lead. And he does not get it. Danny O'Connell had a sacrifice bunt in the first. Let's see if he'll do it again. The infield is back. He's an A bunter. And he does bunt. It's hit back to the pitcher, Latman. I forgot whether the infield was in or out. I can look back if necessary. I should write that down. I mean, if the infield was in or not. 10. We're gonna have to check on a replay because on a B it's a pop out. Quick replay on O'Connell. First, here it is. Infield, that's a 5. The infield is back. 4, 5, and 6 infield back. So the 10A, he remains an A. He lays it down, just like he did last time to Latman, whose only play is to first. Pearsall on second with 1 out. And here's Gene Woodling, the veteran. Okay, Latman with 1 out and Pearsall in scoring position. He's the tying run. The pitch to Woodling. That's 110, right-handed, ballpark blast by Woodling. And he's got the power, but it's a 20. Going back in left field is Sejian to make the catch. And Pearsall can tag, but I don't think so. With 2 outs. Dale Long. 1-15, 1-16. We'll let him hold. Here's Long now, 2 outs. Pearsall in scoring position. 1-4, right-handed, walked him. First and second, 2 outs. John King comes up. This is a clutch situation. Jim King, I'm sorry. And this is a clutch situation. Latman from the stretch. 4-8, left-handed, fly ball center field. Ty Klein under it, makes the catch. And the side is retired. There were no runs, 1 hit, a walk, 2 left on. Middle of the third. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Here's Burnside now. Latman to lead it off. He's a 6 NR. Burnside on the mound. The pitch to Latman. 1-7, grounds it, I'm sorry, 4-7, right-handed, pops it up to short. And Johnson makes the catch, one away. Now Ty Klein, lefty-lefty. Grounded to second in the first. Very weak, but we'll let him, with a lead, we'll let him play. Pitch to Klein, 6-8. Left-handed, grounds to second X. That is for Cotier, 219. You know, Kathy, that's a good question. I think he was on the Mets, but let's look into that. Cotier, 219, 13-2, G1 gets to it. It was on his 100th lifetime home run, 479 Cotier, E19, and he throws him out, 2 away. $1963. It was the next year. I think he was with the Mets, but I'm not certain. If anyone wants to confirm that. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Tito Francona, left-handed hitter. Burnside into his windup. The pitch to Francona. That's 5-9. Left-handed, fly ball center. Pearsall makes the catch. He's a 1 in center. Just goes to show you how good a fielder he was. He was a good ball player. Unfortunately, he suffered from bipolar disorder. He had manic episodes, mixed episodes, and quite a colorful life. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Burnside. It's 1-0 Cleveland through 3. And I sure can relate to having a mental illness, as I have suffered from depression and anxiety. I'm doing fine now. Bob Johnson leads it off, top of the 4th. There's no stigma, except in the minds of those people who stigmatize. Latman on the mound. Here's Bob Johnson. And the pitch. That's 3-5, right-handed. Grounds it to second for Kindle. 1 out. And here's Chuck Cotier, doubled left on in this second inning. Pitch from Latman. 6-10, right-handed, flies center X. Klein, 2-4. That's true, JC. That's true, and we don't have to. Self-acceptance is the key. Accept yourself with whatever issues you have, and then work on it. 6-10, fly ball center X, right-handed, and that is Klein, 2-4. $11-2, he gets to it, F2. E4, 5-8, 11. And he makes the catch. 2 away. So Cottier is retired, and here's Bob Schmidt. With 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 4th. Senators batting, they trail 1-0. The home run by Held. Here's Latman. 4-4, right-handed, grounds to short X. Held 334. .334, 9-3. He gets 2 at G3, E34, 611, 14. And he throws him out. Nice play by Woodling. I'm sorry, Held. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Latman. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. Burnside takes the mound. Self-acceptance doesn't mean we exonerate others or ourselves for our mistakes, our errors, our bad acts, but it means we accept ourselves despite them and then work on it. Acknowledge. If the more self-accepting one is, the more willing you are to acknowledge your fallibilities and to hopefully improve on them. Okay, Asegian comes up, bottom of the 4th, 1-0. Burnside on the mound. His first endurance is the 6th. Latman's is the 7th. Here's Burnside. The pitch to Asegian. That is 3-9 left-handed, fly ball center for Pearsall. And he makes the catch. Now John Romano. Grounded to short in the 2nd. Pitch from Burnside. That is 6-9, right-handed, fly ball right field for Woodling, the veteran. 2 outs, and Woody Held is coming to the plate. He gets good hand from the hometown crowd. Good hand for Woodling. Woodling steps in now. I'm sorry, Held. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, Burnside is ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Held. 6-12, right-handed, grounds to 2nd X. Cottier, 2-19. Yeah, right, JC. Right. That's a great example. Cottier, 2-19, 10-2. He gets 2 at G1, E19, 6-12, 13. And he makes the play, and the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 for Burnside. He's retired 7 in order. We've gone 4, and it's a 1-0 ball game. That's a good example. I always say low errors, not no errors. And some errors are inevitable, and then I build them into the replay. So if I make an error somehow, It's built in. It's part of the replay. It is factored in. So we've gone four. It's a good ball game. 1-0 on the home run by Held off of Burnside. We'll take a break for a couple minutes. And you're right. In the big design of things, one game. Would I prefer not to make the error? Sure. But it's hardly catastrophic when we do. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. And I will be back in just a couple minutes. Jeffrey Guterman back here in Studio B, 1-0 Cleveland. Barry Latman has thrown 4 scoreless. He's walked 2, allowed 2 hits. And Burnside will lead it off. The pitcher flew to center in the second. Top of the fifth, Washington batting. Very good coffee. Thank you very much, Rhodes Scholar, for that information. Here's Latman now. The pitch to Burnside. 5-7, right-handed, base hit for Burnside to lead off the top of the fifth. The pitcher, Burnside, a 1 WR, 5-7, right-handed, single off Latman. And here's Pearsall, a B bunter. He hit 244. We'll have him hit away. No, he's going to bunt. The sign is given. The infield stays back. It's hit to third. I think that's third. Or that's first. Eight. And it's good. A sacrifice bunt hit to third base by Pearsall. Burnside goes to second with one out. And here's Danny O'Connell, who had two sacrifice bunts. He's a 263 hitter. He'll hit away. Yeah, what I mean by that, JC, it's okay. What I mean by that is I don't like to, how could I put this? I don't like to look at a card to make a decision of what I'm going to do. I mean, it's like, it's kind of hard to say what I mean. In other words, if I see someone is bad against left-handers, if I see they have a lot of ground ball A's, that sort of thing, if you follow what I mean. But I still do it on occasion. Does that make it clear? It's one out, Burnside on second. Here's O'Connell now. Of course, you can't avoid playing the cards to some degree insofar as you look for what the bunting rating is, that sort of thing. And I do it. Just sometimes I don't. So I wish I could be more clear. Here's Latman now. The pitch to O'Connell. 5-5, right-handed, grounds it to third. That's A. Phillips throws to first, and the side is, that's two outs. A ground ball B with a runner on second. It was 5-5, hit to third. Runner holds. Two outs, and Woodling, the veteran, comes up in a clutch situation. Exactly, JC. And I actually do it in rare instances. It's 2 outs. Clutch situation, Woodling at the plate. The tying run on second, Burnside. Here's the pitch from Latman. That's 1-8, right-handed, hit well by Woodling, and it's gone. A 2-run home run by the veteran, Gene Woodling. And that will put the Senators ahead 2-1. A clutch 2-out home run. Let's look at it again. 1-8 right-handed. Home run 1-14 right on his card clean. And it was a 12. Gene Woodling had 5 home runs in 107 at-bats. For Woodling, that's his first home run of the season. So just like that, Washington leads 2-1. And here's Dale Long with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch from Latman. 3-4 right-handed, ballpark slash. That's a 20 though, left-handed. And that's lined to short and caught by Held. So the side is retired, but now Washington takes a 2-1 lead on the 2-run home run by veteran Gene Woodling. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Burnside now the winner of record if he finishes this inning. Latman is the loser already of record. Here's Willie Kirkland to lead it off. Oh, that's good coffee. Okay, Burnside, the windup and the pitch to Kirkland. 6-6, left-handed, grounds it to second. And Cottier has it, throws it to first, 1 out. Here's Bubba Phillips. Bubba singled, left on in the second. 5-6. Base hit, Bubba, his second of the game. Now Burnside has allowed 3 hits in the game, the home run to Held and 2 singles to Bubba Phillips. Bubba 1-16 not being held. Here's Kindle now. Doing well, Ivan, where you been? Great to see you, Ivan. Kindle at the plate. Phillips the tying run on first, 1 out. Latman out on deck. Here's Burnside. 6-8, right-handed, grounds to second X. A lot of second X's today. Cottier again, 219. Glad to hear it, Ivan. Let me just finish this, and I hope I'll remember what I wanted to tell you. 219, 13-2. I think I told you. G1 gets to it. E19, 611, 14. And he throws him out. It's going to be a G1 double play. We'll score it 4-6-3 if you will. No runs, 1 hit, and none left on. Burnside looking good now. We've gone 5. It's 2-1 Washington. Top of the 6th, and Latman takes the mound. His first endurance is the 7th. Your praying probably helped. Jim King leads it off. Top of the 6th. King, a left-handed hitter. And the pitch. 1-8, right-handed, grounds it back to Latman. He fields it. And he throws it on over to Francona, 1 away. I think I told you this. And now Bob Johnson is the batter. So I didn't tell you. Johnson facing Latman, 1 out, top of the 6th. Here's the pitch to Johnson. That's 210, right-handed. That's a base hit for Johnson. All right, Ivan. Yeah, it's a combination. It's always a combo. The way I like to say it is the medication has allowed me to access and use my own natural coping resources and mechanisms. So Johnson is on 1-17, being held 1-15. 2-7, he gets the lead, and he doesn't. He would have gone on a 1-15. Here's Chuck Cottier now. The pitch from Latman. That is 6-8, right-handed. Oh, that's a base hit for Cottier, his second hit of the ball game. Johnson, round second, goes to third. First on third, 1 out. It was a 6-8 right-handed. Latman due up next inning. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ivan. You are a kind person. First and third, infield back on Schmidt. Here's the pitch from Latman. 3-8. And he pops it up to short. Held makes the catch, 2 away. And Pete Burnside, the pitcher, comes up to the plate. Burnside singled and scored. He came home on the home run by Woodling. Here's the pitch to Latman. 5-4, right-handed, grounds to third X. That is for Phillips. Bubba, 211. (211) 16-2 gets two at G1. E11 on Bubba. 4-8 13. E11. And he makes the play. And the side is retired. Latman gets out of that with no runs, 2 hits, and both left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Burnside on the mound. Now the question is, will there be a hitter? No, they're going to let Latman hit. Not only because he's a 6NR, but they're going to give him a chance to stay in this ball game. The 7th will be his endurance. This often burns me, as sometimes the pitcher ends up reaching fatigue in the next inning, but we're going to go for it. Speaking of burns me, here's Burnside. The pitch to Latman. That is 4-7. Right-handed, pops it up to short. And Johnson makes the catch. This is Burnside's first endurance inning. Now Ty Klein, the batter. And there's going to be a hitter for Ty Klein. Here's a case where I'm playing the cards. If you're still here, JC. Klein played the whole game. He had 3 at-bats, but look at him against left-handers. It will be Gene Green. Gene Green. Actually, it will be Al Luplow, maybe. Looking for someone who can field, too. Klein is a 2, but they need hits. They need to come back here, so they're going to take their chances that way. It will be Al Luplow. Al Luplow will pinch hit for Ty Klein and stay in the game in left field. Luplow coming to the batter's box with 1 out, nobody on. Oh, he's a left-hander, but oh, God. We'll go with Green. I am so sorry, folks. And boy, look at him against left-handers. Wow. Look at him against left-handers. Gene Green. Gene Green. Wait a minute now. Yeah. I don't think that's the same Gene Green. Lord. I guess this is that Gene Green. Yes, it is. An outfielder and a catcher. So Green steps in. Okay, Burnside is ready. Look at that 2 column. Here's the pitch from Burnside. Whoa, 1-7. Grounds it to second. Cottier has it, and he throws to first for the second out. 2 outs, nobody on. Tito Francona is the batter. He's also a left-handed hitter, but the dancing machine, oh yeah. The pitch to Francona. 2-9, left-handed, grounds it to second. Again, Cottier. Busy there today at second, throws him out, the side is retired. So that's an example of how I play the cards. But I do, as a rule, allow them to have 2 at-bats, maybe 3, and if they're winning, I keep them in. I think as the season progresses, you won't see him starting against left-handers too much. He only hit against them 9% of the time. It's 2-1 after 6. We'll take a break during the 7th inning stretch. And Latman, they let hit to lead off, is in this to win this. If the Cleveland Tribe can come back, it's going to be Pearsall, top of the order. Pearsall walked, singled, and had a sacrifice bunt. Hey, Mike Terranova. Good morning, Mike. Here's Latman now. The pitch to Pearsall. That's 5-6, right-handed, fly ball center for Green. Oh, he's playing center Green. Let me just check on this, folks. I forgot that Klein played center. I may have made a mistake. Whoa, I'm gonna have to see if somebody else can play center. Whoa. Okay, Kirkland moves to center. And Green will play right. That was a little error there. Green will play right. He's a 4E13, but that was a 5-6 right-handed fly ball center. 1 out, caught by Kirkland, who moved over to center from right, and it's Green in right field. 1 out. Here's O'Connell now. No effect that had on the game. Latman the windup, the pitch to O'Connell. That's 5-12 right-handed, grounds to first X. Francona 423. .423, 8-4. G3. E23. 6-8-9. And he makes the play, takes it, throws it to Latman covering the bag. I have adopted Demo's scoring rule of making a ground ball first X a 3-1 score. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Woodling. Walked, flew to left, and hit the 2-run home run, which is winning it for Washington. Latman into his windup, and the pitch to Woodling. 111, right-handed, ballpark slash. That's a 4. It should go through. And it does, just barely. Single 1-4. So a 2-out single for Woodling. He's now 2 for 3 today. And here's Dale Long. He's not being held. He's a 1-19 max, but on a 2 lead. Oh, he gets it! Oh my, he has the lead. And they're gonna eat that. on a 1-19. Woodling stole second. Amazing. They're eating it. I don't know what Romano's T rating is, but 1-19, they just might as well eat that. It's a 1-5. Now I forgot whether you roll the 20 die or the 2 die on that. I should know. I'll look at that during the break if I remember. Of course, if it came up, I would certainly go take a look, of course. Here's Dale Long. I think that is a 2-5 is a Romano 1-5. Oh, okay, that's the 20 die. Yeah, because there's no 1 with the 2 dice. Okay. Gene Woodling today. The home run, the stolen base now in scoring position. Has really played good baseball. Dale Long now, clutch situation. 20 die, thank you, Mike. Here's Latman. And the pitch too long. That is 4-12. Left-handed, single 1-5. Line to second and caught by Kindle. And the side is retired. Latman continues with full endurance. We're in the 7th inning stretch now. A very good ball game. Washington 2, Cleveland 1. First of a 2-game series on April 13 in the 1962 replay. Programming note, Game 3 of the 1969 World Series is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. Pitching for Baltimore at Atlanta is Jim Palmer. And for Atlanta will be surprise starter George Stone, a left-hander. Also on the schedule, tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m., and there may be a second game like we're doing today, but at 5:30 at the crack of dawn, 1962 replay, New York Yankees at the Detroit Tigers. It'll be Stafford for the Yankees and Frank Larry for the Detroit Tigers. And there's a picture of Roger Maris. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Again, it's 2-1 Washington over Cleveland in a tight ball game. We'll take a break for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll come back. The coffee is still good in the second pot, just like the old days. Jeffrey Guterman back here in Studio B, bottom of the seventh, Cleveland down by a run. Both pitchers throwing very good ball games. It will be Pete Burnside, who's gone all the way. So has Latman. Leading it off is Chuck Asegian. He's 0 for 2, flew to right, flew to center. Burnside in his second endurance inning. Okay, here's Burnside. The wind up, the pitch to Asegian. 6-6, right-handed, single 1 to 6. Line to short, caught by Johnson, 1 out. And now John Romano, he's got power. Here's the pitch from Burnside. That's 1-8. Left-handed, oh, he taps it back to Burnside. And Burnside throws it to first, 2 away. Burnside the southpaw. Now Woody Held, who homered in the second for the only run for the Tribe. Here's Burnside now. The pitch to Held. That's 6-6, right-handed, single 1 to 6, and it goes through for a base hit. A 2-out single for Held, his second hit of the ball game. So Held is on. 1 to 17, 1 to 13, not being held. No, Held is not being held. That's a good one, Demos. Okay, here's Kirkland. With Held on first. Again, he's a 1 to 13. We're not even going to try for the lead. The pitch to Kirkland, who has, oh my God, there's going to be a hitter for Kirkland. Look at that. There's another example, JC, of playing the cards. We gave him the 2 at-bats. And he was not pinch hit for, but we're going to pinch hit for him. Kirkland, the center fielder now. Let's see who's going to hit here. With 2 outs, the tying run Held, not being held, on first. Whoa. This is going to be a rare... Oh, he's a left-hander too. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Real slim pickings, but it'll be Doc Edwards. Doc Edwards coming in to hit. I don't know that we even have another center fielder. Yes, Don Dillard will come in to play center. Don Dillard, a left-handed hitter, so he can't hit either. He has power against right-handers. It will be Doc Edwards coming in to pinch hit. And Dillard will play center field to replace Kirkland. I don't like to do it, but I can't in good conscience allow him to face Burnside losing 2-1 against a left-hander. That's Dillard, I'm sorry. Here was Kirkland, who's worse. Playing the score, exactly. Exactly, good point, Demos. Here's Doc Edwards now. It's 2-1 Washington. Burnside from the stretch, the pitch to Edwards. That's 4-7, right-handed, pops it to short. He's not fatigued, and the side is retired. So that'll do it for Cleveland in the bottom of the seventh. No runs, one hit, one left. And Latman comes out to pitch his 8th inning. This is probably his final inning, if he finishes it. And Dillard now playing center for Cleveland. It's Klein in right, Green in right, Dillard in center, Sejian in left. Here's Jim King to lead it off, top of the 8th. Latman on the mound. Full endurance. Here's the pitch to King. 6-8, left-handed, double 1-9, base hit for King. And there's action in the Cleveland bullpen. Not being held, King. Allen and Rudolph pitched in this game in real world, but it was a 5-2 game. I don't know if they're even carded. Here's Allen, 5.87. We would pass on him if possible, and Rudolph is not carded. Now Rudolph may be with another team. We really got to be careful on this. He is. Oh my Lord. It looks like he's on the Senators. Oh Lord Almighty. That makes it easy. He started the season with the Senators and then was traded to Cleveland. Here's Rudolph. 3.62, not bad. We'll put him with the Senators, and we'll just take a gander to see if there's anybody better to warm. You have Funk, 81 innings, he's better. And Donovan, he's a starter. Ramos, Mudcat. It'll be Funk, the right-hander. Rudolph, a left-hander. They're both warming. Both of them are warming. Okay, Bob Johnson steps in. He's a B bunter. See if Washington wants to get some insurance. Infield is back. He's a B. That's a 6. It's hit to third. Whoa, it's a 3. Could he beat it out? B bunter. No, he doesn't. He lays it down. And Bubba Phillips can only play to first. King goes to second, 1 out. And here's Chuck Cottier, 2 for 3. Here's Latman now. And the pitch. 5-6, right-handed, fly ball center. Under it is Dillard. And he makes the catch, 2 away. Tasby. Okay, I'll tell you what. You've helped me with lots of tips like that. If Tasby is here, I could save myself. Oh, Tasby should go to Cleveland. But was he with Washington at this stage of the season? Is that what you're saying? I don't see a Tasby with Cleveland. Oh. He was part of that trade. He's with Washington. Okay. He should be here. Oh, Lord, it's probably the last guy. Oh, God. Where is Tasby? There he is. So Willie Tasby. I'm looking him up for my own knowledge. Yeah, he started with the Senators and then went to Cleveland. So he starts with the Senators. Exactly. So we'll put him with the Senators. I don't know. Now I forgot where I got him from. I thought I had him with the Senators. He starts with the Senators. Where the hell did I put him now? God, how I can get distracted and all messed up. Now I can't. Oh, here he is. Okay, I think we're good. Bob Schmidt coming up, facing Latman with 2 outs. King in scoring position. Clutch situation. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. That's 6-8, right-handed. Oh, it's a clutch base hit. Double for Schmidt. King comes home. And that's going to make it a 3-1 ball game. May 3rd is when the trade happens. So Rudolph should be with Cleveland and Tasby with Washington. Okay, so let's go correct that. Tasby will be with Washington till May 3rd. And we rarely write on these folks, but you're saying May 3rd he starts with Cleveland. I'll just write May 3rd. And Rudolph should be with Cleveland. Now I can't find Rudolph. My Lord, please excuse me, everybody. I think I have Rudolph still in here with Washington. Boy, that confused me. But we're going to get it straight. You know, Rudolph was not in here either. What did I do with Rudolph? This is Strat-O-Matic minutia, folks. Oh, there he is. There's that rascal. He's warming up. So Rudolph, May 9th, okay. And then he goes to Cleveland. No, it's me. But according to you, Rudolph should be with Cleveland. Okay. And then he will go to Washington. I'm getting this straight. Rudolph should be with Cleveland and then goes to Washington for a start on May 9th. And we'll just put in Cleveland here. So he is on Cleveland here. Okay, and he's warming. He goes to Washington. And we have Tasby, who will be on Washington until May 3rd. And then he will go to Cleveland. I don't like to write on these, but it's really, I don't use the basic side anyway. So we finally got that straight. And now we have the manager coming out to talk to Barry Latman. The manager for Cleveland, Mel McGaha, who was fired with 2 games left in the season. This was his first year of managing at all. They're going to let him pitch to Burnside. So Burnside steps in. Latman, 1-hitter walk away from fatigue. It's 3-1 Washington now with 2 outs. Schmidt on second. The pitch to Burnside. That's 4-3. Right-handed, fly ball right X. And playing right field now is Gene Green. He's a 4-13. 4-13 Green. 4-13, 9-4. Oh, it's an S2 to score a run. Oh my, shouldn't have. I didn't have much choice. 6-11-13. And Green, have to look again. E13-13. It's a base hit, S2, and Schmidt will score, and that will be it for Latman. They figure they'd give him a chance to pitch to the pitcher, and they're pulling him out. Little break in the action here. Latman ended up pitching 7 2/3. He allowed 10 hits. He walked 3. Did not strike out a batter. He's allowed 4 runs. He's responsible for Burnside on first. Jimmy Pearsall is due up. A right-hander. And coming in will be Frank Funk, a right-hander. Frank Funk. Funk comes out taking his warm-ups. Frank Funk is still alive, 88 years old, born in Washington, D.C. Funk taking his warm-ups. And he's ready. If you're okay, we're in the top of the 8th. Here's Pearsall now. Funk is ready. From the stretch, the pitch to Pearsall. That's 2-6, right-handed, lines it to third, caught by Phillips. And the side is retired. But 2 more runs, insurance for the Senators. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-1, and Burnside, who's gone all the way. That should be it for Funk. As they'll have a hitter here in the bottom of the 8th. Maybe Rudolph will come in after all. Bubba Phillips to lead it off. Yeah, it would be good, Mike Terranova. Karl players, put in the additional players. Even let us know the date that, you know, we could look it up ourselves, but I'm not good at that. I don't know how to do that. I guess it's on Baseball References. Demos has been doing that. Bubba Phillips leading it off. Burnside with full endurance. Cleveland down by 3. Here's Burnside. The pitch to Phillips. That's 6-3, right-handed, fly ball left X. King a 3-7. (3-7, 10-3) gets 2 at F2. E7, 6-10, 15. Oh, and it's a 2-base error. A 2-base error on King out in left field. It was 6-10, 15. King is an E7. And there's your 2-base error. Wow. That's interesting, JC. That is the first error in this ball game, and it's charged to left fielder Jim King. Jerry Kindle is the batter. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to use that, to find that. We do not have someone worthy of pinch hitting that's better, really, better enough. We'll save that for the pitcher. So Kindle comes up. It's 4-1. He is a beat bunter, but I don't think it's a bunting situation. Even though it could be, because he got another inning. But we're going to hit away. Here's Burnside. The pitch to Kindle. That's 4-5, right-handed, grounds to short X. Now this could be a double play. But Johnson is a 431. .431, 5-4. Oh, it's an S1 base hit. E31, 6-12-17. And it's a two-base error. The run will score. It's going to be an S1, E2. The runner on third, and Phillips comes home, and that's an unearned run for sure. A single and an error by Johnson. A throwing error. No run batted in. And now there'll be a hitter. It's a 4-2 ball game. A hitter for Funk. And they really don't have much. They have Walt Bond, who has an amazing card against right-handers and only 50 at bats. So we are going to, I think what's reasonable is to strive for going at most 5% over innings pitched and at bats so as not to overuse. And then when you go over 5%, put them out. But Bond is not so great against left-handers. He's okay, but it's a real tough call, and there's not much on this bullpen, on this bench. The only other hitter worthy of coming up is Jim Mahoney, a right-hander. And he has a little bit of power, so he's going to come in. Mahoney coming in to pinch hit for Funk. And with two left-handers due up next inning, it will be Don Rudolph coming in to pitch. A left-hander, Rudolph. Rudolph, -3. Here comes Mahoney now. It's 4-2 game. Mahoney, the tying run at the plate. Kindle on third. They will play the infield back here. Okay, here's Burnside. The pitch to Mahoney. 2-6. Grounds it to third A. It's hit sharply. He should hold the runner. It was a 2-6 right-handed to left-handed. Oh, wait a minute. 2-6 left-handed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pops it up to short. Even better for Burnside. And Johnson makes the catch. 1 out. It was a 2-6 left-handed. And Mahoney is retired. 1 out. And Mean Gene Green comes to the plate. He came in to hit for Klein. Right-handed hitter. Infield back again. Here's the pitch from Burnside. 3-12, left-handed. Fly ball center A. And Kindle tags. Had nothing to do with the infield. And that will be a sacrifice fly by Gene Green. And we'll see if that's unearned. It may be. if Francona is retired. Gene Green, it was a 312 fly ball center A. And I have a question for the Strat-O-Matic experts. Is there a super advanced chart, I don't know of it, for fly balls? And or do you need to look in the instructions? But the fly ball A means to tag all runners. That'll be 2 outs. It's a 4-3 ball game with Tito Francona, who's better than anybody on the bench, even though he's a left-hander. Pulling out my instructions for a moment here. I don't do cutoffs. Advanced, you treat A, B, and C the same as basic. For super advanced, there are exceptions. That's for advanced. I don't do robbing of a home run. Okay, so I do. I use basic. Yes, thank you. As long as you're consistent, like Demo says, play it the way you want to play it, as long as you're consistent. So it's 2 outs now, 2 in. And Francona steps in Burnside from the stretch. The pitch to Francona. That's going to be 5-6 left-handed, walked him. And Burnside is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue with Chuck Asegian coming up. That was a 5-6 left-handed. And here comes Chuck. Chuck, 274 hitter, 21 home runs. Action in the Washington bullpen. Burnside went all the way in real world. Jim Hannon is warming. He is a right-hander. Bullpens are well rested. Still getting to learn these. Still learning these. We will go with Hannon warming. Okay, here's Chuck Asegian. This is a runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Burnside. That's 1-6. It's a non-clutch. It's a 1-4. Oh, it's a devil die double. Oh my, devil die double. It was 1-6 left-handed. Double 1-4, it was a 1. Francona rounding third, he's got to be slow. Oh, he's better. He used to be a 1-8 in 69. He's rounding third 1-12. That's to right field. +2, 1-14. 2 outs, 1-16. No hold, 1-17. They're going to throw. They're going to throw for it. Here's Francona coming home for the tying run. Again, 1-12. 2 outs, 1-14. +1, 1-15. And then +2 right field Woodling. 1-17. And they're going to go for it. They're just going to go for it. Here's the throw, and he's safe. And it's a tie ball game. Asegian goes to third. Some of you may have disagreed with going for it, but it would have been a great throw had he got him. And that's going to be it for Burnside. What an inning. 3 runs, and it turns out everything is the run by Kindle is earned. And that's it for Burnside. Wow, what an inning. The big double by Chuck Asegian, a clutch double on a 1-6 left-handed double 1-4. 1 on that devil die. I used that for the throw. 3 runs to tie up the ball game. Burnside went 7 2/3 like Latman. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 1. And he did not strike a batter. We've had no strikeouts in this entire ball game. And, well, he's allowed 4 runs total thus far, 1 of them unearned. And Jim Hannon coming in to put out the fire here. Jim Hannon of Washington. He is a right-hander. He's a +6 hold. That could be a problem. He's going to be a +4. Hannon coming out. And Hannon now taking his warm-ups. It will be John Romano. 2 outs. The go-ahead run on third base. Romano 0 for 3. Okay, Hannon is ready. From the stretch, and the pitch to Romano. That's a 1-9 triple 1. Oh, it was not the devil die that time. A fly ball to center deep, but Pearsall runs it down and makes the catch, and the side is retired. It was 1-9 right-handed. A long fly ball. But 3 runs. What a ball game. 4-4 game now. Burnside ends up allowing 3 earned, 1 unearned, and it's anybody's ball game right now. Anybody's ball game. We head to the 9th. There was the pinch hitter for Funk, and Don Rudolph is the pitcher. Don Rudolph. Rudolph comes in to take his warm-ups. Rudolph, he died in 1968 at the age of 37. He was killed in a truck accident. Isn't that a shame? Don Rudolph. But he's quite alive right now for Cleveland. They'll go to Washington May 9. We got that straight. Danny O'Connell will lead it off. O'Connell 0 for 2 with 2 sacrifice bunts. Here's Rudolph. That's 1-5, and that is going to be a base hit for O'Connell off Rudolph. O'Connell is on 1-19, 1-16, being held 1-14 with a lead. Here's Gene Woodling. The only reason why we're holding him is he would get the lead if not. O'Connell will go for the lead on a 5. No, he does not get it. Here's Woodling, 2 for 3. 2-run home run in the 5th. It's O'Connell being held on first, no outs. Rudolph. And the pitch to Woodling. The veteran, 5'7", left-handed, fly ball center. And Dillard makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Dale Long now. This is lefty-lefty. And look at his card against left-handers. Look at his card. Dale Long, the first baseman, it's going to be Ken Hamlin coming in. I hate to use up so many players because we're going to also need a first baseman. We have Harry Bright. It's going to be Harry Bright hitting. And he would stay in, will stay in, and play first base. Harry Bright, the right-handed hitter. That's an economical use. Coming in for Long, who doesn't hit left-handers so well. Here's Harry Bright now. And Bright, a decent hitter, 273. O'Connell, the go-ahead run on first, 1 out. Here's Bright at the plate. Rudolph now. From the stretch, the pitch to Bright. That's 1-9. Lines it to first, caught by Francona, 2 outs. And Bright will stay in the game. Here's Jim King now, 2 outs. O'Connell on first, being held. Rudolph from the stretch. That's 1-5, left-handed, walked him. First and second with 2 outs. And here's Bob Johnson. This is a clutch situation. Johnson 1 for 3, a single and a sacrifice bunt to set up a run in the 8th. Pitch from Rudolph. 4-8, right-handed, grounded to short. Fielded by Held. And he throws it over to first, and the side is retired. No runs. 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Cleveland will face Hannon, who came in for Burnside. Both Burnside and Latman, the starting pitchers, get no decision. Hannon in his first full inning of relief. Here comes Woody Held now. Held 2 for 3. He had the home run in the 2nd. Singled left on in the 7th. Here's Hannon now. The pitch to Held. That's 2-6. Right-handed, struck him out. 1 down. And Don Dillard, a left-hander who came into this game after Edwards pinch hit for Kirkland. Now they have a right-hander in there. Here's the pitch to Dillard. That's 1-9, and he grounds it to first. Bright takes it to the bag, 2 away. And here comes Bubba. Bubba, 2 for 3 reached base 3 times, 2 singles, reached on a 2-base error, which now proves to be very costly. The 2-base error by King, as well as the throwing error by Johnson on Kindle's what would have been an infield hit. 2 outs, nobody on. Bubba at the plate. Here's Hannon now. Bubba has end power. Here's the pitch from Hannon. That's 5-5. Right-handed, walked him. Bubba is walked with 2 outs. Bubba 1-20, 1-24, not being held 1-19 with a lead. Bubba gets a lead on a roll of 2. Kindle at the plate now. Bubba trying to get a lead. Oh, he does not get it. Not being held. Kindle steps in. 2 outs. Bubba on first, the pitch to Kindle. That's 2-9. And he struck him out. Oh, Hannon looking good. We're going to extra innings. We've gone 9. It's a 4-4 ball game. Wow. Rudolph will come in to pitch. His first endurance is the 3rd. That does not come in yet. 1, 2, 3. He's in his 2nd here. When we come back, it'll be Cotty or Schmidt and a pinch hitter for Hannon. Generally what I do. So we can close Hannon out, who pitched 1 1/3. Hannon can still be the winner if Washington scores and wins. Hannon allowed no hits. He walked 1, struck out 2, the first strikeouts in this ball game, and he allowed no runs. Let's also take a peek to see who will come in and pitch. There was a second pitcher I had my eye on, especially since Hannon pitched in the first game. The reason why I don't have him listed is because they had a day off, at least one. I had my eye on somebody. Oh yes, Tom Chaney. Tom Chaney, as long as he doesn't start anytime soon, would come in. Let's take a look. He does not pitch on the 14th. Then there's 2 days off. And then Benny Daniels, he's available, so it will be Tom Chaney pitching the bottom of the 10th after the pinch hitter this inning. Chaney, a -2 hold. What a game. Too bad I finished my coffee. Chaney died in 2001. He played 8 seasons. He died at age 67. He is most notable for striking out the highest number of batters in a Major League Baseball game. He did so on September 12, 1962. This year when, as a Senator, he struck out 21 Baltimore Orioles in 16 innings en route to a 2-1 victory. And if I let that happen, keeping him in 16 innings, we might say that's unrealistic. He has a good ratio, 147 strikeouts in 173. Meanwhile, it will be Don Rudolph pitching his second inning, 7-8. Yeah, after Mahoney pinch hit. So it'll be, got to keep it straight, folks. Don Rudolph will be the new pitcher. I'm going to take a break for about 2 or 3 minutes. I hope that's okay with everybody. Extra innings, Kathy, indeed. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and I have thoroughly enjoyed this ball game. Stand by, folks. It's 4-4. We're heading to the 10th. And we'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Well, we're in extra innings. Don Rudolph comes out. This will be Rudolph's final inning if he finishes it, as there'll be a hitter for him in the bottom of the 10th. Not that they have much. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Good iced coffee. I need something. Chuck Cottier to lead it off. As I said, Cheney will come in to pitch for Washington in the bottom of the 10th. Here's Rudolph, the pitch to Cottier. That's 3-6 against the left-hander, flies it to center. Under that is Dillard. He makes the catch. One away. Here's Bob Schmidt. Schmidt has power. And home run. Very good idea. I need something, Kathy. Schmidt 1 for 4, had the big double. If it wasn't for him, this game would be over. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. 3-9, left-handed, grounds it to short. And that's fielded by Held. He throws it to first, 2 away. And with 2 outs, they will hit for Hannon. Sort of an obligatory situation. That's basically my house rules. There would be some exceptions, I suppose, to allow a pitcher to bat in extra innings. Ken Hamlin will be the pinch hitter. Ken Hamlin. And coming in to pitch might be Dave Stenhouse if he doesn't start, or Marty, he already pitched, Marty Katina. Look at Joe McClain, 9.38. We're just going to check on Stenhouse, the right-hander. I don't think he pitched. Whew, what a game. Stenhouse is available. In fact, he relieved for the first time on the 18th. So Stenhouse would be the new pitcher, will be the new pitcher. And he'll be the 4th pitcher for Washington. Stenhouse, a +2. Ken Hamlin comes in with 2 outs. He has end power against left-handers. He can end this ball game. Hamlin steps in. Oh shit, I put him in the wrong spot. Oh Lord. We're keeping things straight here. that is good coffee. Here's Hamlin now, facing Rudolph. 2 outs, nobody on. The wind-up, the pitch from Rudolph. That's 4-11, right-handed. Fly ball left X. Asegian a 4-2. And they don't have much better, to put people in for these 4s. Asegian 4-2, 5-4. It's going to drop for a base hit. S2, 5-9, 12. E2. And it is a base hit for Hamlin. So Hamlin is on. He's a 1-14 running. And Jimmy Pearsall is the batter. Jimmy, 1 for 3, a walk, a sacrifice bunt. Here's Rudolph now. This is his first endurance inning now. Here's Rudolph. And you got to be careful because Rudolph, it says Washington, but he's on Cleveland right now. Just keeping things straight. The pitch to Pearsall. That's 1-8 against the left-hander. Fly ball left field. And Asegian this time gets to it. And the side is retired. No runs for Washington here in the top of the 10th. It was 1 hit, 1 left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th, and there's a new pitcher now. Tom Cheney. Tom Cheney for Washington. Cheney died in 2001, age 67. And like I said, he's most notable for striking out 21 batters in a game. He went 16 innings. I assume that's still a record for most strikeouts in a game, although some people had 20, maybe 21 since then, in 9 innings. Cheney taking his warm-ups. He is a right-hander. And there will be a hitter for Rudolph to start off the bottom of the 10th. Rudolph pitched 2 innings. He allowed 2 hits, walked 1, no runs. And if Cleveland doesn't win it, there would be a new pitcher. For Cleveland. Just keeping things straight here. Bell is not available. He starts on the 14th. It will be Mudcat. Mudcat would come in. For Rudolph. Washington. Wait a minute. Why do I have Stenhouse? Why in hell do I have Stenhouse to pitch if Cheney 7-8-9? Oh, Cheney 7-8-9. We hit 7 2/3. Bear with me, folks. Oh, Lord, I'm having troubles here. I'll figure it out. Here's where Funk came in. Then Rudolph came in here. Oh, shit. This happens to me sometimes. You get it crossed up. I'm going to have to reconstruct this in my mind. Bear with me, folks. I'm sure someone out there knows, but 7 2/3 Latman. There it is. Funk a third. Rudolph 2 innings. And the pinch hitter here would bring in Stenhouse, would bring in Mudcat for Cleveland if they don't score. Now, as far as this Cheney situation, Burnside, Hannon came in, pitched 1 1/3, and Cheney is now the pitcher after we hit for Hannon, and there's no Stenhouse, you see, so that was an error of commission. If anyone thinks I didn't do that right, let me know, but I think I got that right. Does anyone want to take a gander? And confirms 2 heads are better than 1. We'll look at it one more time. Burnside 7 1/3. Hannon finished the 8th and pitched here 1 1/3. And then we hit for Hannon, and Cheney is coming in. So Cheney on Washington. That's it. We got it, Mike. I think I got it, Mike. Okay, there will be a hitter for Rudolph. And like I said, Mudcat would come in. They don't have much on the bench. Well, there's Doc Edwards, but he already pinch hit. Al Luplow will pinch hit, and he's got power. Al Luplow. If you want to know it, I'm just trying to make sure, Mike, that I'm doing the right pitches here. I had a Stenhouse here, and I think that was just an error. All of this all fans out. It all works out. I'll repeat it for you if you want to follow me, Mike. Burnside came in, pitched 7 2/3. Here's where Hannon came in when he reached fatigue. He ended up pitching 1 1/3. We pinch hit for him in the 10th, and now Cheney comes in to pitch. As far as Cleveland goes, wanting to make sure there, Latman pitched 7 2/3. Funk pitched 1/3 here, and then we pinch hit for Funk. We brought Rudolph in for 2 innings. Thank you, I'm good. Thank you, Mike. 2 heads are better than 1. Okay, Cheney is ready. Luplow with power. Left-handed hitter. Here's Cheney, the wind-up and the pitch to Luplow. That's 4-8 left-handed, single 1 to 9. Lines it to second, caught by Cottier, 1 out. Now Mean Gene Green. Green came in to hit for Klein. 0 for 1 and a sacrifice fly to knock in a run. One out, nobody on. Cheney. The pitch to Green. 2-7. Right-handed. Double 1 to 12. It drops in the gap. A double for Green. The winning run in scoring position. And here comes Tito Francona. Both Francona and Asegian are very tough. They're going to walk Francona to set up a double play. Not to take anything away from Chuck Asegian. Tied at 4. First and second, one out, infield back. Of course it's back. Here's Cheney now. The pitch to Asegian. That's 1-7, and he struck him out. 2 outs. And John Romano comes up in a clutch situation. Mean Gene Green, a 1-8. Oh, great call, Mike. Great call. There's going to be a runner for Mean Gene Green. Thank you. I didn't pick up on that. It's going to be Max Alvis, so 1-13. I could look at the pitchers just to make sure there's no one better. I doubt it. No. Grant is a 1-14, and Mudcat is going to come in. Oh, Mudcat. Yeah, we'll bring in Mudcat to run for Green. He's a 1-14, and he will stay in the game and pitch. I don't know if this is called a double switch. And coming in to play right field in the 9th spot, if we even have a right fielder. God almighty, we don't. We do. We have Walt Bond. And in such a circumstance, we would use him. 380 hitter, 50 at bats. We use him very sparingly. After Kindle. So we're going to have Bond in the 9th spot. Let me just make sure what we have here. We have Grant now in the leadoff spot, a 2 WR. Francona, Asegian, Romano, Held, Dillard, Phillips, Kindle, and Bond. Would that be legal? Is that legal is the question, Mike. Letting Grant run 1 to 14, first and second, 2 outs. He'll stay in the game in this spot and pitch. And replacing Luplow, the pinch hitter, will be Bond in right. Thank you. And it was a great call by you, Mike. It's all going to be up to John Romano. Cheney now. 2 outs. The winning run on second. The pitcher, Mud Grant, on second. A 1 to 14. And Road Scholar, you sent me AG. Bear with me. Unfortunately, I get an email that I have to do something. Oh, if I need another bat. Thank you. I had no idea AG played for... Holy cow, he played for Cleveland, 14 at bats. He hit 214. Thank you. Let me save AG to my file. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, here's Romano. Cheney is ready. From the stretch, the pitch to Romano. 6-3, right-handed, fly ball left X. This could be the ball game. King, he's a 3-7. One, 3, it's a base hit, ball game is over. It's a double. They're gonna score it a double. It was a 5-9, it was a 1 king, 3 left-handed, D3 double. With a runner on second, we'll score it a double. Mudcat Grant scores the winning run, and he didn't even have to pitch. The final here, Cleveland 5, Washington 4. What a game. We'll be back with the recap in just a moment. Well, it was one of those games, people. Great game, Kathy Harden. You have a nice afternoon. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you all later. Folks, don't forget tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. Today's a travel day for the World Series 1969. It'll be at Baltimore at Atlanta for Game 3 of the 1969 World Series. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you all next time.